the initial reaction was, remember, the Rockets were going to give up four first-round picks, and the Timberwolves said, no, we want help now. Now, I would have done it if I'm the Rockets. It looks like the Carmelo Anthony experiment didn't last long. That's done. The Rockets should have, if they could have kept defensive players, I just think it would make them a better all-around team. If you get into this, we're going to try to outscore the Golden State Warriors, you're not going to beat them. You're not going to beat them that way. You have to have some defense there. And bringing in Melo does not help them at all, and it looks like he could be let go by the team. Yes, McLeod.
Is it overly optimistic of me to think that the Sixers now have a real shot in the East with Butler?
Oh, yeah. But it also signaled to me, first thing I thought was that Sixers get Jimmy Butler, and I went, well, there goes the Markelle Fultz experiment. Because they were trying to, make that work. And, hey, you know what? Let's just put him in the lineup. And his confidence level is nowhere near what it once was, certainly coming out of college. And you bring in Jimmy Butler. Now you got a good running mate for Ben Simmons. You got a backcourt mate who can actually shoot. So, they gave up a little bit. But Minnesota wanted to get players now. They want to compete now. They don't want to get the first-round picks down the road here. And I thought that both teams needed to make the move, and I thought both teams did well. Yeah, Paul.
Embiid and Simmons seem pretty established here. Do you think there's any concern of them, like, okay, this guy thinks he's a star, he's going to come in and think that he's stirring the drink? Embiid is the star of that team, the social guy of that team. He runs the persona of that team. Would you be concerned? The way
they were consulted. The stars were consulted. So Simmons and Embiid were consulted about making this deal because you don't want to have a situation where you had in Minnesota with Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, Seton.
What's weird, too, is that for how many years Jimmy Butler was like almost never heard from.
Yeah.
He was just sort of this, not anonymous, but he was like this quality player on a team that you never heard from. And it's only been in the last couple of months that he's turned into sort of this star basketball player that you're like, whoa, who's this? Where did this come from?
But do you think it comes down to that he is friends with Mark Wahlberg and that he sort of went Hollywood and got a little bit, he was a great story with the Bulls. And then all of a sudden it became, about Jimmy Butler, the personality instead of just the player. He's a great player. But if you're going to Philadelphia, they have designs on winning the East now. And they're going to go toe-to-toe with Boston.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.